It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Good morning, sweet peas. Rise and shine.
Rise and shine.
Today we're doing another episode of Local Tourist Diaries. It is a little bit rainy, which I did not realize when I got dressed. But, you know, that's okay. I will simply grab my raincoat, and I think it'll actually be totally fine with this outfit. I've gone with sort of a brown neutral theme. My pants are stripy. You can't see them right now, but I'm sure you'll see them later in the video. It's not normally my look, but I think of Eugene, which is the location of our episode today. I think of Eugene as like cool, like kind of like granola, like laid back. So honestly, I probably should be wearing like an olive green hat. My hair's at sort of a weird length where if I wear a hat, it's never for more than like an hour, because what I have to do is take like my bangs in the top half, my anti-Benjamin Franklin, I have to like put in a teeny tiny ponytail, and then I have to put this part of my hair in like a normal ponytail so that it can go through the hat hole. And it gets really sweaty and uncomfortable after a while. So I don't like to wear a hat when I'm gonna be out and about all day. So I've got kind of like weird, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like kind of weird pigtails where I've got my anti-Benjamin Franklin into pigtails that I've then pigtailed to the bottom half of my hair. So I have 4 ponytail holders right now. Anyway, yeah, so I've gone for more of a brown, neutrally palette today. But I have my jean jacket was my plan, but I also have my raincoat, so maybe I'll just grab both, put them in the car. Our car's a disaster, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going by myself today, so it doesn't really matter. It's just affecting me. My co-star today is our friend Ash, who you guys have seen us work with many times to do photo shoots. She's incredible. She's amazing. Please go follow her on Instagram. You will not be disappointed. That being said, I did mean to wake up a little bit earlier and make my coffee, but now we're running late, and because I'm driving all the way to Eugene, which is over an hour away from where we are, I don't want to be any more late. So I will be stopping for drive-through coffee. And I know what you're thinking, like, doesn't it take the same amount of time? It doesn't, because the coffee that I make here at home is white coffee, and I only drink iced coffee, so I have to make it hot. Then it has to sit in the freezer for like 15 minutes. Speaking of which, we are thrifting today, and my hope and my dream is to get one of those little, like, I don't even know what they're called. I'll put a picture up, but they're like these little you freeze this little like metal ball. People have them, they put them over their little like espresso cup with like an espresso machine so that they can make cold espresso. I don't think it like makes it cold, but it stops it from being hot. One day I'm gonna find one. I don't know how much a brand new one costs. I'll be finding out, I guess, when I'm editing this video. I fear it's like $50. And that's why I've never bought one new. But also I feel like it's the kind of thing I could definitely thrift. Remember like during quarantine and right after, where some people baked sourdough bread, but some people got really into coffee, like really into it. I feel that some of those people maybe had the kind of ADHD where they bought a bunch of stuff to make coffee at home in a fancy way, and now they're back to making just like pot coffee, and maybe they'll give those things up. So I keep waiting to thrift one, and maybe today's the day, you know, we'll see. All right, let's go get some coffee and drive to Eugene. I'm so excited. This is the biggest St. Vinny's I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never seen a St. Vinny's like this. That's crazy. Oh, nice. How many seasons are there? That's crazy. I'm like less than $100. I would say that would be at least You're right. Interesting. Religious branch. Do we think this is AI generated, or we think it is intentionally strange? Because I feel like it's kind of giving intentionally strange.
It looks like a certain art style.
But now why no faces? Oh, okay. That's so cute. They're very cute, but yeah, who? Yeah, we should look up the quilt shop after this.
Yeah,
We've ordered our appetizer.
we did. I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. I'm so hungry. It's also, I don't know what happened, but it looks like freaking nighttime outside, and it's only like 11:30. Yeah, we are. We're like the only people here at the Red Robin, which is crazy because we had to wait like 15 minutes for a table. But that's okay. I think it's just because maybe there's not that many people here, and I will happily wait.
Yeah.
Because I'm starving.
A big yum.
For a big yum, yeah. I love to go to a restaurant. You guys know I love to go to a restaurant. I get appetizer.
Get a little sippy sip.
A little bit of crayon on the menu. That's how you know it's good.
Love it.
Yum. Very excited. Full review coming soon.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I've gotten the bacon fondue. I'm very excited. What did you get?
The haystack burger.
Ooh, it's looking. If I were a horse who eats hay, I would say
the crispy onions. And
yeah. This is looking like hay to me.
It does.
Let's go, girls. I'm a horse.
Horse girl it is.
Horse
Hey,
girl,
nay, nay.
yeah. All right, we're headed to the quilt shop. I'm very excited. Ash hasn't been in, obviously neither have I. I hope I run into Sydney Graham, my favorite influencer. I'd have to film her and give it to Shelly and be like, Shelly's your #1 fan. And film. Oh, I want this so badly. It's $52. But Ruby Star Society. I love everything that they make. It's my own fault for being here. Look, here's a little jelly roll. I've never worked with a jelly roll though. I love her. Who is she? I want her so badly. Whoa.
Okay, what about the pattern? What's the rest of the pattern? This pattern versus...
Yeah, they put the plus size model on the pattern. Honestly though, maybe she made it. This could be Friday.
It could.
See. You know, I really have no room to talk. We've done, I feel like mostly B-roll again. You know, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
We had a great time at the quilt shop.
So fun.
Oh my god, amazing. I will 100% be back. I also just love Eugene, and I just found out that Ash has never been to Texas Roadhouse.
No.
So we didn't go there for lunch because if you don't know this, they don't open till 3 during the week. They're only open for dinner. So we either need to come back on a Friday where they're open all day or at night. But I think I'm gonna see how much the classes are to take a quilt class here because this was so cute and super easy parking. And they had a lot of like Ruby Star Society stuff, which is like my favorite designer right now. My favorite fabric designer, yeah. So now we are gonna go look at the toy store.
Yeah.
Which is Ash's favorite place.
Love it. Mystery boxes galore.
Ash is really in her mystery box era.
I am.
As I am in my quilting era.
We love it.
And so I'm trying to personally influence my friends to also get into quilting. And so Ash was like, maybe, because I feel like you just feel really inspired around the fabrics, you know?
I do, yeah. I think I need more self-confidence and be like, you can learn this.
Listen, a girl can be sexy online, but getting to know a sewing machine, that's vulnerability. 100%. I'm excited to get the full tour.
Yes.
The lay of the land. Yeah, we do have one in Salem. I've never been. I also love giant Lego, man.
I like this big.
Oh, cute. I'm excited to see who you get.
Me too.
Do you already have Grumpy Bear?
No, I don't in this version.
Bop it. Listen, we should be like old women and have like a bunko. I've never played, but my mom was really into it. It was really big, I feel like, in the early 2000s.
I love main color. It's so peaceful.
I've never played this.
Oh, it's so good. It's so easy.
I've seen other people play it for sure.
Those would get me as a kid. For sure.
These would have had me as a kid. So true, buddy. He's going through it. This is like a little... Isn't that cute? Let's see if you can... Yeah. And like you click it and it's like a new picture. All right, big reveal. Very excited.
I need Sunshine Bear or Grumpy Bear. Did I get either one? I got Sunshine Bear!
That's so cute!
Yay! See my little pink one? Yay, cute! I'm excited.
Yeah. Ash is really into
Good $5.
Care Bear era.
I really am. As you can...
Yeah, they have it on Tubi.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very like... Have you seen that Tumblr post that's like, poop has it for you? It's like a post, Bo sent it to us like 2 years ago. And it's like, oh, I really want to watch like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And you Google it and it's like, you can watch it for free on Fart. And they're like, or for $3 you can rent it on Poob. And then it's like, Poob has it for you.
What?
Because like there's just so many streaming services is basically what the thing's about.
Yeah.
But anyway, anytime something seems like in a strange place, we'll be like, oh, Poop has it for you. Which is not, it's not anything.
Okay, my little haul. One clothing item.
Yeah.
Got this cute little green vest.
It's so cute.
Right? And it was 50% off $8. We love that.
Yeah, that's
$4.
the price is right.
Right? And we're moving on to books. The Crafter Culture Handbook. Cute. Got it for my husband.
It's really cute.
Right?
It's got, I mean, you flip through it. Yeah, it's got some really cute.
Yeah, cute pictures.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Physical media.
Love. Yes.
We love to see it.
Love her. Then I got Wacky Chicks, Life Lessons from Fearlessly Inappropriate and Fabulously Electric Women.
That's so us.
Yes, it really is. And she looks like a cat from, I'm like, what?
I think that's very fun of her.
Right?
That's so wacky.
That is so wacky. Excited to read that. And then I got this because, like I said, I've always said this. Never kick a slipper at the moon.
That's so cute.
So cute. Yeah, got this for my little niece for when she's here.
Obviously. The star of the show. Get him all the way out. Her.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Say hello to Funshine Day.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow,
so happy to see you.
cute. I know. And then these are really handy. I put like my earplugs in, or like earbuds in them when I can't find them.
Smart.
Yeah, little cool.
No, they're really cute. I love a little
my
container.
Me too.
Yeah.
I do.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll just swap.
your turn.
Thank you for the desk. I'm so excited.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so glad to have a desk I can put my legs under.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
It is a nice one.
Okay, I also didn't get that much. I did get more than Ash.
You did.
But I think I only spent like maybe $30 total between all the
Yeah.
places we went. And $20 of it is fabric, new fabric. So I got 2 quilting books.
Cute.
And I needed more. I know you're thinking, did you really need more? And the answer is I did.
I was thinking that.
They really are though. Like I am like trying to pay attention to what is in which one. First of all, I only grab ones that have like a full size pattern. A bunch of them had like not full size. I don't even know what you call it. Like you must have to scan it and then blow it up.
Oh.
That's for the birds. That's not for me.
Yeah.
But this has like a lot of techniques as well. So this is like 3-dimensional flowers that they are putting on a quilt.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
This has a lot of like
You
flower
could do
specific
that.
stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I have, this is 1930s revisited, which I think is kind of fun. Then for my toddler, we have Thomas and Friends VHS. Only
Classic.
$1. That's a good price.
It is.
We didn't really do Easter last year because we didn't have a basket and we didn't have stuff to put in it. But I got some Easter grass. This is also the paper kind. So my parents use the same grass I think my whole life.
Yeah.
But it is paper, so you can, I don't know if you can recycle it because I heard somewhere you can't recycle anything. They don't want you to recycle anything less than a not postage stamp, postcard.
Oh.
Like it just like gets lost in the machine. I don't know.
Okay.
But Felix is starting. They're gonna start making paper, which
Perfect.
is not surprising. So anyway, in a few years, if I needed to, I could put that to be chopped up and recycled into paper made at home.
Love it.
Then I got a basket. We got invited to an Easter egg hunt, and my toddler does not have a basket that he can hold. And this is very light, and it has
cute.
eggs painted on it. And I was gonna make a little fabric thing to go inside of the basket that I can put his name on. But now I'm thinking maybe I'll just like really cute, like paint pen his name on it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
These are just my reusable bags. Then
The star of the show.
The stars of the show. We went to Quilt Creative, my new favorite place.
Yes, love it.
Because I'm trying to quilt pill Ash and be like, you should get into quilting with me. And they had, it was $4 for a fat quarter, and if you bought 5, you got a 6th one for free. So I spent $20 and I got 6 fat quarters. Okay, we have blueberries.
So cute.
Yeah. This is fish.
Of course.
I also like that fish is like, it's not too overwhelming.
It's
you know?
really not, yeah.
I got both of these, which is the same thing in
Cute.
2 different colors. Then I got this bug one for Felix.
Wow.
It's really giving, I don't know, I like when they do like bug but girls, you know, like bugs for girls.
Yes.
And then tomato.
So
I have a perfect dark green gingham that I actually bought last week that I think I'm gonna make a pot holder
cute.
with this tomato fabric. Anyway, yeah, great haul. We really controlled ourselves today.
We really did. I'm
We
very
could have
proud.
spent a lot and we did not.
Yeah, I think I spent more Red Robin than I did.
I
Gold.
definitely, yeah, I spent the most on lunch.
Yeah,
It was so good.
it was good.
Really good.
Hi. I actually didn't film that much in Eugene. Here's why. I was having so much fun. And originally, both Felix and our toddler were supposed to go, and so we had other things planned, but then they couldn't go. It didn't work out, so then it was just me and Ash, and so we just gabbed the whole time. So, there will be another local tourist diaries in Eugene soonish with Felix, with the toddler, doing some of the other things we were planning on doing. Probably also still with Ash, honestly. But, so I hope you enjoyed it as sort of like a teaser for things to come, hopefully. However, at the end, don't know if you saw, Ash's very sweet husband gifted us a free desk that they no longer needed in their home. And if you've been here, dear viewer, for a while, then perhaps you'll know that we actually don't have a desk. We've been editing these YouTube videos at a gardening table for 4 years? What year is it? Since 2021, so almost like 5 years. We've been streaming and then eventually doing like long form content at a gardening table. Now, and if you're thinking, how different is it? It's actually not that different. That's why we did it for a long time, because height-wise, it's about the same. It's probably technically a little bit lower than a desk like should be, but neither of us are super tall, not a big deal. The big deal that has slowly become something that I cannot possibly deal with for one more day is that in a gardening desk, you can't put your knees underneath the table part because there's actually like a lower portion, and so you can't put your feet under it. So when I'm editing, I look like this because I can't actually I can't put my knees under the table. So I have to either sit like, or put my like knees up like in my chair, or yeah. And so if I'm editing like a long video, my back gets really tired, it's really uncomfortable. Anyway, and so for so long I've been like, oh, we just need to buy a desk. We should just get one on Marketplace. We should just get one, da da da. About a year ago, we got the desk that is now our crafting desk, which is height adjustable. And I was like, okay, I know I hate editing at the gardening table, but the problem is that the height adjustable desk is so nice for crafting. It's so nice to be able to adjust the height. Like if I'm cutting a bunch of stuff over and over and over, it's way easier to just make it tall enough for me to stand and cut than to, which I don't do as much now because I'm usually like cutting then sewing, then cutting then sewing, so I usually just leave it short. But anyway, if I am cutting a bunch of stuff, it's really nice to be able to make the entire table higher. So it is our crafting desk, and actually, as you'll see in the coming months, we're gonna revamp our sewing area as we kind of lean more into sewing content since the people seem to enjoy it. And so then we still didn't have a desk for editing, and now Tim and Ash have been so nice as to give us one for free. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna build the desk first. Build is a strong word. I just have to put the legs back on. And then what's gonna be difficult, what's gonna be very difficult is I'm hoping I don't have to like unplug anything for the computer because we have 2 monitors. And I never thought I'd be the kind of person who needs 2 monitors, but I can't imagine ever going back. I just really don't want to have to unplug everything and plug it back in. And if I have to, it's fine. Like I set it up, you know what I mean? Like I do know how to do it, but I did it in 2022. It was the last time I unplugged anything in this whole area. So the other thing is I have We have a streaming camera, right? Because we used to live stream. We don't anymore because it's just kind of, it was just kind of the first thing that we needed to cut time-wise in order to be able to put out more YouTube content. And I miss like seeing our friends on live streaming, or like, I don't know, like top 30 like people who were kind of always there. So we probably will bring it back eventually, but at least right now when our toddler is only in school 2 days a week versus like maybe when he's in preschool like 5 days a week, it's just not something that is feasible for us, because when we were doing it after he was born, we just kept canceling because it was like, it's just a lot to do something like live versus like filming and then editing whenever, you know, we're able to. So anyway, all that to say, but I do need the camera because because we have meetings that we have to go to, both like council meetings or indivisible meetings, or like what's essentially like the PTA of our kiddo's school, things like that. So we do use the streaming camera quite a bit, just not for streaming. This is also I'm gonna clean everything as we're taking it, moving it, taking it apart. And that's how we're gonna end the video today, is I'm gonna first set this up and then edit the video you're watching right now.
This video here, I can't believe it.
Crazy. Okay, let me show you the before. This is the before that we're rocking with. It's fine. It has certainly worked. I'm so excited to not have this thing underneath me. And I'm excited to like clean out and vacuum this underneath part as well. Haha! Oh wait, let me point the light over here. You can't, I look like I'm in the freaking dark. Hold on. Wow! Did that make a difference? Literally no idea. Okay. I wasn't given instructions, but I can't imagine it's that hard. I'm gonna pull this up. Seems like you can't see me very good. Is that better? I hope all these legs are the same. Honestly, Tim's really thoughtful. I bet he would have labeled them if they're not. Yeah. Okay, this actually doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard or interesting, so I'll see you when it's done. Okay. Desk. Hell yeah. Also, I'm excited to have the monitors up slightly higher. Very excited. Okay, next thing. I gotta be honest, I have no idea. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna move the desk over here first. Excuse me. Now, I don't know what we're gonna do with the gardening table. That's a question yet to be answered. Well, I should clean out the top first, right? Let me move you. Oh, here's my paper clips. Is this a more complicated way to do it? Probably, okay? That's just who I am. Okay, now it's all coming together. Hello. Empty space. All right, get in there, brother. Now's your time. By the way, I didn't measure this. This is sort of a girl math situation. But I've never been wrong before, so. Look at that. They sort of all come together, huh? Now, will this fit? Who's to say? How could a person possibly know that until the moment it's happening? Okay, something's happening. Okay. I'm learning of a problem. This is also as far back as this will go because it's like a huge... I don't even know. I'm gonna puzzle this out on my own. I'll be right back. Let me do some thinking.
A few moments later.
You guys are never gonna believe what I have. Once again, my husband's natural knack for keeping things around past their traditional date of usefulness has paid off to my benefit. Because what I have is 2 pieces of wood. And 2 pieces of wood, never done this dirty before. So I have 2 options. First, we have this more like traditional. It's got pink, definitely the same pink as our cabinets on it. So I think it is our piece of wood. I don't know where it's from. It would match a little better. Looking at it, I don't think it's gonna work. I am gonna try it. I don't think it's gonna work. But if this doesn't work, I have extremely long-time viewers may remember this piece of wood used to hold our TV up in our living room for like years until we had a baby that was crawling because Felix and I bought a TV stand, thrifted a TV stand. Obviously, we don't really ever buy anything new. Thrifted a TV stand that was too narrow for our TV. And when Felix picked it out, I was like, I think it's gonna be too narrow. And Felix was like, no, 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 no. Because I'm great at that kind of distance. I didn't think about how far apart the monitors needed to be. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, and so then what we ended up having to do was put the TV on this exact piece of wood. This lighter colored one would be cuter because it matches the desk a little better. So I'm gonna try that one first, but if it doesn't work, the dark colored wood should work just fine. Let me just see. Yeah, no, it's gonna be too, that's gonna be too narrow. That's okay. Okay. Moment of truth. Where's the mouse? Oh, here it is. Look at that. Okay, let me pull up one of these. Well, Ah, man, here's a problem, boys. I've, put the other thing here. So now it's, oh, my husband's home. Perfect. Just in time to help me. I could tell. I'm gonna see if this fits. Wow. Look at that. Look at my knees underneath. Oh, unbelievable. What a luxury. What a luxurious life. I am gonna clean this up really quick, alone, so I can listen to my music. I'll show you the final result, and then we'll end our time together for today. Okay, it's done. It looks amazing. Directly in front of me actually is where my current projects and Felix's current projects are living. It's not the most aesthetic area, but we know where they are. Mine are in boxes separated because one is a quilt, and so I'm just keeping all the fabrics for the quilt in one thing, and then my other like current projects are in the other thing, and then Felix has like a whole cart that they're in charge of. And then the desk, I think my plan is I'm actually going to try and thrift some like fabric to wrap around this like kind of ugly dark brown piece of wood. But honestly, like, I don't know, maybe it's the being 30s of it all, but it's like everything doesn't need to be like so aesthetic, you know? Like, I do want things to be beautiful. I would like for them to ideally be more on the aesthetic side, but everything does not have to be perfect. Everything needs to be functional. It's a lesson I'm constantly learning within myself, right? Especially as someone who prefers to have more of a clean home, but it's not really something that's super possible when you have a toddler, you know, to have a tidy home, I guess. Our house is like clean. But anyway, so I am so unbelievably thrilled to be able to put my legs under the desk. I'm so excited to edit this video today. Hopefully it won't take too long. It's noon right now, and it's supposed to go out tomorrow. So we'll see. But, you know, it still in embracing the being 30s, 31 actually, of it all. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. That's okay. Yeah, really excited. To close out, first I want to say thank you so much to Ash for hanging out with me. Sorry to you guys that I didn't film that much, but I was having so much fun, okay? I promise we're gonna go back soon. Hopefully much sooner rather than later. I really, really liked that teeny tiny quilt shop. I really want to go back and get some more fat quarters because I felt just like so inspired. I do try to mostly thrift fabric when it comes to most projects. I have recently learned that when it comes to quilting specifically, the reason that there's like quilting cotton is like the name of a lot of like when you're buying fabrics and it'll say like, I don't know, like 100% quilting cotton or whatever. It's because it's like less likely to fray and because you're like cutting into, like when you're making something patchwork, you're cutting into the fabric so much. I don't know, the quilting girlies on Reddit explained it better, but basically there's a reason. And so as I'm making this quilt for my friend, it might unravel it turns out. But I've already started, and if I make it, and it's my first one because I know it's gonna be wonky, my friend is going to probably love the wonkiness of it. Also, like, gonna love that it's all thrifted fabric. So anyway, it's mostly so I can really practice like sewing really straight lines, which is a skill that you kind of need to be pretty good at quilting from what I understand. And it's a skill that I am still working on. I'm not like mad at myself, or I don't think that I'm like stupid or anything for not being able to do it yet. It's just, you know, based on the quilting books I'm reading and the quilting Reddit, it's just a practice thing. So I'm making a kind of wonky quilt for my friend who I think will enjoy it. Then after that, my plan as like a Mother's Day present to me is I'm going to buy, I have in mind, I think what like collection I want to buy, like a fat quarter bundle of to make a twin size quilt. But if you didn't know, if you're buying new fabric, especially like kind of like designer's not the right word because it's not like boutique, but I'm buying from Ruby Star Society, I think specifically, and they're like more like modern designs versus like what you think of maybe at your grandma's house. Again, nothing wrong with that, very into the grandma vibes. But anyway, it's a little bit more expensive, so it would be like over $100 worth of fabric, I think. Actually just the front fabric, and then I'd also need fabric for the back. So anyway, if you didn't know this, which I already kind of knew because Shelly does make quilts every now and then, but like quilting with like new fabrics in like kind of more intricate designs is kind of an expensive hobby. It can be, at least. And so my general plan with my quilting journey is I'm gonna make this wonky quilt with all thrifted materials for my friend who's gonna love it, and it's gonna be like, it's totally fine that this isn't perfect. I love it so much. I feel very confident in giving this friend a gift that is a learning project. And then I'm gonna make myself a hopefully slightly more complicated, made with all new fabrics that all match, because a color theory designer brand, not designer like Hermes, like design, they do designing, has like put all the colors together to look nice together, making a twin size for myself to put on our guest bed down here on the bunk bed. And then after that, I think I'll kind of just be back and forth going between the two. It sounds like basically when you're doing a more intricate design, at least right now, the girlies recommend like newer folks to use newer fabrics because you know the material for sure, like you know it's quilting cotton, you know it's less likely to fray, I don't know, like you know it's good quality, things like that. So I think I'm just gonna basically, as I'm continuing to be on this journey, depending on the intention for the project, go back and forth between buying newish. Like I'm on a couple of like fabric destashing Facebook groups where people are selling fabric, and I would still get stuff from there because like the person would know where it's from versus like Goodwill or the bins, you know? But the other thing is when you're making something like a bag that isn't gonna get washed as often as like something that's worn or something like a blanket, then I do think you're more likely to lean into thrifted. I don't know. And again, I'm learning. I'm just a girl who's learning. But before we close out, we do have some P.O. Box packages. I love getting things in the P.O. Box. I love getting postcards. I obviously love getting little presents. I'm a big gifts love language girly. I heard that the guy who like invented love languages is like really stressful. So it's not something I would ride or die for. Unfortunately, growing up in religion, I do feel like it perfectly encapsulates what I mean when I say like, this is something that I enjoy that other people maybe don't enjoy as much. But yeah, sorry. I love a little present. I love when Felix goes to the grocery store and says, I got you a secret treat, and the treat is goldfish. I love that. Anyway, I also usually try to film our P.O. Box opening, haul, whatever. Because number one, sometimes people send stuff from their small businesses and I want to give them a shout out and say like, hey, thanks for sending this. And that way you guys know, cute little small businesses to support. And then also I, you know, just want to show my appreciation. Want to say thanks live. I do think that we got something recently that I forgot to film and now I can't remember what it was or where I put it. As we got these, I was like, wait, is there something I forgot to film? So if you sent something recently-ish and you didn't see me open it, let me know so I can say thank you to you and to the world. But this is what we have today. One of them was a stray of goods, actually. I posted it on my story. If I don't open it for YouTube, I do usually post it on the story. It just depends on what it was but a stray of goods is our friend who also owns a business, but I will happily tag them because I love everything that they make. This is from Jess. Oh, I'm so excited already. Okay. One thing at a time. First, we have a letter. It says, make bad art. Something I love. Something I live by. I hope these bring you whimsy, joy, or a secret third thing. That's so mean. Thank you so much. Oh, Graham! Nice. Incredible. This is amazing. Should I have a bodega rat bite or a church mouse nibble? Should I descend into hedonism and order the pizza? Or remain frugal by cooking what I have? All these questions answered with one easy flick of the vermin voter spinner. Take the decision off your shoulders by relying on rodent providence. Amazing. This is going up immediately. Then we have some zines. Incredible. Big, big zine fans over here. We have Keep Whistling by Militant Sesame Street. Amazing. And then Diversity of Tactics. Why are we still talking about this? I didn't say that. They're saying that, to be clear. Also, I just love zines. I love zines in general. I love them especially in the times we're in, right? And then we also have weird old patterns. One of my favorite things. The Dancing Girl scarf. Yeah, we do. Look at that. Oh, some Christmas. Oh, like an iron-on. Maybe it's not iron-on. Maybe it's just embroidery. Oh my god, they're so cute. It's giving Jane Doe from Ride the Cyclone. Is it not? Absolutely incredible. This is so cool. Thank you so much. Then, oh yeah! I'm so excited. This is from our friend Emerson. This is amazing, and I know exactly what I'm gonna use. Our friend Emerson sent us 2 things of fabric. So the first is Snoopy Halloween. Incredible. Felix is gonna love that. And then some classic peanuts. Amazing. Our friend Lemon is like really into Snoopy, and I think it's one of those things. Have you guys seen that reel where it's like these 2 best friends keep sending each other memes of Remy, and then they find out years later that friend A thought that friend B was the one who was obsessed with Remy, and friend B thought that friend A was the one who was obsessed with Remy, because Remy makes them each think of each other. But neither of them, like both of them just kind of think he's okay, except that now it makes them think of each other. Sometimes I'm worried that that's what's happening with us and Lemon and Snoopy. But they don't watch our YouTube content, so we'll never know. But it makes me think of them. Lastly, I do know what this is. Incredible. Incredible. I don't remember their name. They told me on Instagram and now I forgot. But an incredible sweet pea sent us super cubes. I don't even have the words for it. I've been following Super Cubes for years. I've messaged them several times to be like, hey, I will work for Super Cubes. We would love to do an ad for you in exchange for Super Cubes. I want some so badly. I want the whole collection because they just seem so useful. And when I was describing them to Felix, Felix was like, I don't know, it seems like we have stuff that works. And that's true. But if you don't know about Super Cubes, this isn't an advertisement. This was about buy a sweet pea with their own money to send us a gift because they are so nice. This is what they look like, okay? And you freeze stuff, you guys know how we feel about freezing stuff, in them, and then you pop them out, and they're like perfectly cubed, rectangled, thus the name, and then you can stack them. Like you can put them in a Ziploc or something else to store them in long term while you're freezing something else with this. And then not only is it like maximizing the space, but each cube, each rectangle, in this case, there's different ones. These are 1 cup each. So people also use them for like breast milk. I'm not breastfeeding anymore, but they're also like, I don't know if you can tell, like reinforced. So like it is a bigger deal than if you're just using regular, I don't know, like ice cube tray to freeze stuff, right? This is really great, obviously for soup, that's the name. But oh my god. So they got us, yeah, these are each 1 cup, and then what are these ones? Half cup. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. When I go through our messages and find them, I will put their name on screen. And I'll sing a little song right now. Hey Alexandria, thank you so much for the super cubes. That's really nice. I forgot I said I would sing a song and now it's 11 p.m. So this is your thank you song. Sorry it's really long. I just felt so inspired by the Super Cubes that I'm singing the Super Cubes 11 p.m. song. Thank you so much. This is so incredible. What a great mail day. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to another episode of Local Tourist Diaries in Eugene. I also think we're going to go to Gresham soon with one of our friends. Really love to go to Bend. I saw someone else say that they would love to see Bend. Bend is like 3 hours away from us. I've only been there a couple times, but love it. We have some family out there actually, so we'll probably go hang out with them, stay with them. We'll see, and it wouldn't be for a while, but very excited about that. I'm so glad you guys are liking it. Thanks. Based on the response on our last like month and a half-ish of videos, I think we are going to be trying to make more mending, upcycling, sewing content. Seems like a lot of you guys are on a sewing journey with me, and I love that, and I love that we're sharing that together. Great response also to having Jacob on or any of our friends, which is great. I love hanging out with my friends. A bunch of them are also content creators, so they love to be in stuff anyway, and so it's a win-win-win for everyone involved. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. The world is so scary right now, but you are so lovely, and I'm so proud of you. Please comment below if you made it all the way to the end, something good that happened to you this week, or something bad that happened to your enemy. That will also be an acceptable answer. Okay, sweet peas, I love you so much. Enjoy the bloopers. Goodbye. This is me talking, and I'm talking, and this is me seeing how it looks. You ready? There's a nice handyman moving a desk for us back there.
Love it. Get out of the frame, please.
I'm not wearing my ring. OMG. I feel naked now. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. All right. Bend is like, bend.